Norse Mythology for Kids, Chapter 3. Odin, Ruler of the Gods. Part 1. Odin was the ruler of the gods because he was the oldest. He was called All-Father because he was the father of so many of the younger gods. He was also called the father of the slain because he cared like a father for many of the warriors who fell in battle. Odin lived in Valhall, the hall of the slain, which stood tall and bright under Yggdrasil, the world tree. Wolves lingered around Valhall, and birds of prey hovered above it. The roof was made of shields, and the walls are made of spears. Inside this mighty hall, all the dead warriors sit on benches strewn with armour. Odin sat in his throne, which was called Hlithskjalf, along with two ravens, Húin and Munin. Every day the ravens flew out over the world with messages from their master. It was said that Húin was Odin's thought, and Munin was his memory. The warriors who understood the raven's speech were called Besachir and Ulfhafna, bear warriors and wolf warriors who used the strength of bears and the fierceness of wolves in battle. These warriors could call upon Odin whenever they needed him to appear and throw his spear Gungnir over the army that he had chosen to join him in Valhall. The army that Odin threw his spear over would always perish. A picture of Odin. Odin was also the god of wisdom, poetry, magic, and the runes. His desire to know everything in the world led him to sacrifice one of his eyes in exchange for such wisdom. As you can see, he only has one eye. To learn the runes, he hanged himself on the world tree, stabbed by a spear, without food or water for 9 nights. There was very little he didn't know. He even knew magic. Freya taught Odin magic in the beginning of time, and he often did magic on the island of Samsø, which lies in the Danish Sea. Odin went to a place on Samsø called Unshog, which means Odin's Mound, and beat his drum. Odin knew the song magic called Galdir, the staff magic called Gandir, and another kind of magic called Sethir, which could be used to travel between the worlds. He could turn himself into any kind of animal, a fish, a snake, a bird, or a wolf. He was also the god of the Volur, the ancient priestesses of the Vikings. Odin's Galdir could be used for healing, and his runes could be used to make weapons blunt, break shackles, stop flying arrows, and harm any enemy. In the beginning of time, Odin taught these tricks to his favoured warriors and the ancient heroes. One night, Odin's son Baldur dreamt that he would die. The gods believed that dreams predicted the future, so this dream was very concerning. Odin went to Niflheim, the world of the dead, to consult with Hel, the goddess of the dead. He rode his horse, Sleipnir, through dark and deep valleys until he came to a world with no stars, no sun, and no moon. Then he crossed the river Gjötul and rode toward the north and then down. Finally, he came to the gates of hell, called Naklind. And we'll see what happens in part 2, how he can save his son. Thank you.